Okay, here we go. I'm going to start assembling the bottom of the machine. Okay, I've already cleaned out all these holes of all the paint and everything. Now I'm just going to start slapping this thing together. A bit of oil. Make sure everything spins nice. Make sure everything fits through the machine nice. Got some smush there that needs to be cleaned. Everything should slide nice through there. Come around, side try. This thing's going to go through there like that. This is how this thing's adjusted. Come around to this side. This goes on here. That goes there. This piece is a taper, and that fits on this taper. And that only just sticks there by you tightening everything down. So when this is all together, it should be like that. And what's happening when you move this lever, you're camming over the shaft to put tension on the belt. So when you go to adjust the belt, you're going to put the nut on there. You're going to release the nut so that this shaft comes loose from here. Then you're going to re-clock this to like somewhere like that, and then retighten this nut, and that'll lock this lever onto this shaft on that taper. And that's all that does the adjustment on that. Alright, so this plate needs to go on there on those pins, because that's where we're going to adjust this thing, and there's going to be leverage torquing those pins. This one came loose at some point. Somebody didn't get it on there right. They got little teeth marks from where they used the wrong set screws. Instead of pointy ones, they used flat ones that didn't go into those recesses, and they missed completely once. So I'm going to go back and look at these. And see what kind they got in here. I bet you it's the wrong ones. Yep, that's the wrong ones. That doesn't really want to fit down into that groove. Instead, it kind of cuts in to the shaft right there. We want pointy ones. Scrounge some up.
Now what he's doing here is he's actually cleaning up the plugs that he's done. These ones have a conical tip, more tapered, and it'll fit the hole better. Sorry for the noise. Wait up, man. I gotta give him a shot. Let me see this tip that we're working so dang hard to find.
That tip fits in there like that.
Much more accurate, much more flush. You'll actually be able to feel it when it lines up with the holes. You'll feel those pins part ways slide in, and then you know you're not missing.
Okay, so this plate's going to go in here. This plate's going to end up in here like this, with the plate facing towards you with the skinny part on the bottom.
Long side in.
I like to find them actual bottom of the hole. And you should get the same depth on both of them.
If you did it right.
I'm pretty close right there. Now I got that lever on there. That way, I'm going to make sure that gets on there. Put that in. Should be a 3/4 inch. That play right there is normal. This shoulder, if it bottoms out against this case, if it bottoms out against the case without pulling that crank handle, the lever on the inside tight, then you'll never get it tight. So it needs to have some space there. There are a couple of options. There's a factory O-ring thing that goes behind here. They did a wave washer thing behind there. I kind of like, because this thing is all garbage. That's what was behind there. I'd rather just put a nice O-ring right there.
Ta-da!
That's all tight. This is that's what's going on there. Come from this side. Charlie, in here. Next up is a nice 1 horsepower motor. That'll give this machine the stones to turn really big rotors. I like the bracket mounted, matched up there, so that when it's in there, the bottom of this is generally almost always pretty square. So even though it's a belt drive, we'd still like the motor to be pretty straight on the machine. Perfect. You don't need it so much with a V belt drive, but or a Serpent with a belt drive. It doesn't matter, but this is going to be close enough. I'm lucky sometimes I get down in there with that. Not today. This back bolt is always the hardest. Okay, that is your basic motor installation